In our Trader Rundown today, Todd, Bubba Horowitz is here. Good to have you on the show as always.
Great to be here after a Fed day.
So what's the trade here? What do you do?
I think you let the markets kind of digest what happened, which was really nothing. But again, the markets are still kind of held hostage. I think the trade is still the same as I've said before. I think it's still to be selling this market. However, we are hanging out in pretty much range bound.
And range bound we will stay. So as a trader, not a bad thing if you have some fluctuations and some volatility in the market, correct?
Right. Unfortunately, I hope we get the volatility. We had it for a week. We had some nice price volatility for a week, and all of a sudden, we're kind of drying up again. Now, we knew, Monday and Tuesday of this week that it was going to be quiet because we had the Fed meeting yesterday. So now, with the Fed done, we should start to see some real action and what the markets really want to do. There's a lot of indications that they want to go lower, and if you look at the bond futures, they've been selling off quite a bit, which indicates that interest rates are going up with or without the Fed. And I believe the bond market, because it is the biggest market in the world by 10 times over, can force the Fed's hand and force them to raise before they want to. And I think that might be at the end of the day the story.
What's the next big catalyst in the market, do you think, that could really move stocks?
We know it's not economic data because nobody really cares. We know it's not small terrorist attacks because nobody really cares. It's always about the money. I think the next big catalyst will be potentially the election if there is a drive and we pick a side. But I think really what it'll be is some unknown event that we aren't prepared for. It could be one major central bank causing a problem. It could be somebody going under that shouldn't, because the major news so far has not really affected the market. So it'll be something unexpected, but watch the levels and watch the footprint. The market will give you a good clue by the footprints that it leaves.
You came on the show this week and you were willing to step into Wells Fargo, which of course is having a tough time, at least the CEO sure is. What about MYL? That's another name.
I think you probably want to be a buyer of MYL as well. I mean, they really, I believe, my personal opinion is they made MYL out to be the really bad guy here. Now, again, I don't necessarily agree with what they did, but I do agree with the ability to have free market and price discovery. And because they have the only product and they couldn't have competition, it was acceptable. Now, I think MYL is probably a buy. We're seeing them getting grilled on the Hill. Once again, another one getting grilled. They'll get fined, maybe. Something may happen, but the stock is already priced. And remember, markets are far ahead of everybody else in pricing in the data that they see. So for me, it'd be a surprise if we saw much more selling there, just like it would be a surprise if I saw much more selling in Wells Fargo.
Have a good trading day.
Great to be here.